Check, check, check. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. We're talking about the Warped Tour today. This is something I did not expect to talk about. I certainly did not wake up yesterday thinking I'm going to see on Loudwire, a site I don't hardly ever go on. I think Google initiated this situation, that next year, the Vans Warped Tour would be celebrating its 30th anniversary with a 2025 comeback. The Warped Tour, I think, finally shut down in 2019, I think. So, yeah. We're going to talk about it for a few minutes because I'm a little concerned. We're going to talk about pros and cons. We're going to talk about pop punk bands because, you know, let's be honest, most of us went to the Warped Tour watching either like 90s epitaph stuff or like straight up pop punk bands, right? Or ska bands if you were like super cool. All right, so yeah, I got this big ass banner behind me because, dude, I'm telling you guys, it's happening. Dave, Georgie, Beautiful Planet, what's up, fellas? It's Friday. Cheers. My little water. I'm going to have to move the barriers 1,000 feet from the stage to protect the audience. Well, I got good news and bad news. Let's see. Okay. So, okay, on my man said, let me correct myself before Randall does it. Yo, what's up with this blue t-shirt, guy? I thought it was black in the dark. Strange Joy. Shout out to Strange Joy. Great hardcore band. All right, so if you're anything like me, the 90s, well, first and foremost, the 90s were the best. All right. I have very fond memories of the 1990s. All right. But one of the best things about the 90s was the later Warped Tour tours. Excuse me. Derek says most likely it'll be a bunch of hipsters and tools there. Are you under the impression that's not how it was in the 90s? I went, I can tell you, 80% normies, 20% punkers, maybe. That's still a large number of punk rock guys. So, I'm going to read something I saw on Loudwire. We'll continue to talk about this. But, because I want to talk about who do we think we want to see if they do come back? What are your concerns if it does come back? Etc. Etc. Warped Tour talk. Let's go. I'm actually a little bit excited about it, but I'm really not. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. Blue shirts and black hats style, man. I don't give a... And I'm wearing like brown pants, dude, because I don't care. I wear what I want. I'm looking like Adam Sandler out here in this jank. Is Warped Tour really making a comeback in 2025 to celebrate its 30th anniversary? That's the news being reported exclusively by Rockfeed. It's been said that the historic long-running festival tour that ended in 2019 is coming back, according to multiple sources, quote-unquote. While those sources are not named, the additional information they appear to have provided concerns what Rockfeed describes as a series of festivals, quote-unquote, set for next year. It's also being said that Live Nation will be involved with this, as well as Warped Tour founder Kevin Lyman. Live Nation's potential involvement, however, has been met with scrutiny by fans seen further down the page. Seems like the dog has come to visit. What's up, Pedro? You okay, big guy? I see you. I love you, big boy. I know. You can hang out in here. Sorry, let me make some room for the pup. You can lay down in here, big guy. It's okay. I know. You're silly. Smelly dog. He needs a bath. Needs a bath. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, Dave said it steadily went downhill after 2000. I agree with that. I think the last year that I actually went was like 05. Let me close my door. Hold on 1 second. What's up? Okay, come on, man. Can't do nothing without people bothering me. It's wonderful. Parker. Yeah, I know. Just because you're 4 doesn't mean you can just come in here and go to the bathroom whenever you need to. You can just hold it for hours and hours and hours. Come give me a hug real quick, dude. If you're in here, you gotta give me a hug. That's the text. Come here. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Say, want to say hi? Hi. You gotta go pee-pee?
I went pee-pee.
Oh, so I know what you're doing. You're nasty. All right, have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was awesome. Okay. Mom, can you close my door?
Yeah.
I'm literally like on a stream. Please close the door. Good grief. Hey man, Dad's working. It's alright. Let's go in there anyways. Who cares? It'd be different if I wasn't like talking to an audience, right? If I was just like editing or something. That's pretty frequent. I'll be editing video and they just burst in here. I'm like, hey, why? Typically it's like, I wanted to show you a GIF. Or I wanted to ask you if I could go out front. Okay, yeah, do what you want. I don't care. I'm in a weird mood today. I'm ready to like. Tomorrow's a big UFC event. I'm pretty excited about to go hang out with my friends. Yeah, I got friends. You ain't know, did you? So yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about, Derek, is who the headlining bands are gonna be, dude. So here's my concern. Sorry, I've been rambling on tangent over here. At least I'm recording this. I can cut most of that out if I need to. Okay. There will be no old school bands. Okay, so this is my concern. My concern that it'll come back. It'll be called the Warped Tour, but it'll be nothing like the Warped Tour. There will be no skateboarding, no BMX. There will probably be no affordable tickets. You'll probably have to buy pit passes or lawn passes or some stupid shit. And I bet you it'll be like 5 to 10 dates across the country. So you'll have to travel unless you're fortunate enough to live in one of the cities where they're playing. I don't think we're getting the Warped Tour of old by any stretch. The fact that Live Nation is involved makes me think that the ticket prices are going to go from like $50 or so to $200, $300, $400. And it's it's going to be When We Were Young in like 10 different cities, which I have no desire to go do. I tell you this, after seeing Green Day, I don't think I'll even go to Warped Tour unless it's going to have like Rancid, Bouncing Souls, NoFX, One Man Army, like bands that'll probably never play it. Dropkick, because like I saw the Warped Tour in 1998. Hold on, let me pull up the Warped Tour 1998 lineup. All right. This is ridiculous. Okay. Warped Tour 98 was... Okay, this is in like alphabetical order, so... Dave said, I miss when my kids were cute. Enjoy it. Oh, bro, I wish he was already 2 years old again. I miss him being a little baby. That's my guy, bro. He can interrupt me. I don't care. If my audience can't handle my kid interrupting me, they can go somewhere else, bro. Heartbreaking to know the best festival built on different kinds of punk rock has become so insanely corporate. That's my issue with it. I think it's going to just be another corporate thing using the name Warped Tour. I don't think it's going to actually be the Warped Tour. Okay. I'm not going to go over all the bands, but in 1998, for $30, actually, I think it was $28, what I saw was 311, All, Amazing Royal Crowns, Aquabats, Bad Religion, Blink 182, The Deftones, Dropkick Murphys, the Get Up Kids, Hatebreed, Hepcat, H2O, Incubus, Kid Rock, LES Stitches, Mad Caddies, MXPX, NoFX, No Use for a Name, Rancid, Royal Crown Review, Reverend Horton Heat, Save Ferris, The Slackers, Snapcase, The Specials, Swingin' Utters, Unwritten Law, US Bombs, Voodoo Glow Skulls, The Vandals. I saw all that, most of that. I don't think that Houston had Incubus. I know we had Kid Rock because I remember laughing about that. But most cities had most of those bands, and it was less than $30. All right, shirts were like $10, which I wouldn't expect right now, but I would expect them to be 30 or less, and there probably won't be. Oh, stop, Dave. He says it was always corporate. Vans Warped Tour. Yeah, but Vans was a skate brand, dude. Like, that's not the same as Live Nation, man. I know you know that. You're just being a douche. I went in 1998. It was life-changing. Exactly. It was life-changing. What's up, Aaron? I was at that one in 98. I think that was Kid Rock's first major tour. He got booed off stage in Austin. Eminem was at the one in like 2000. That was crazy, bro, seeing him up there rapping. It was fun. And yeah, yes, it was corporate to a degree. But corporate like Vans and corporate like Live Nation, in my opinion, with all respect, Dave, they're very different. Bro, I got this can. It's almost full of gum. Ugh. Oh, man. Sometimes I think I'm a freaking maniac. I used to like the X Games. I think we all used to like the X Games. It was fun. Used to be. But, like, with Live Nation being in charge, like, what are we expecting the ticket prices to be, right? So, let's say it does happen. It's not going to be more than, I'd say, like, I'm going to say, like, 7 days. I think it'll be 7 dates. I think you'll have 2 in California, probably 2 in the Midwest, 2 on the East Coast, and then, like, 1 in, like, Texas somewhere. Maybe Dallas or Austin. Maybe Houston, but I doubt it. Excuse me, we're too far south. We're going to have all the neighboring states visiting us, so they're probably going to do it in Dallas. So I'm going to say there's going to be 7 dates. Maybe 8, maybe 2 in Texas, 2 in the South, maybe 1 in Louisiana, 1 in Texas, something like that. I don't know. I'm not big on geography. But I think we'll have 2 in the West Coast, 2 in the Midwest, 2 in the East Coast, 1 or 2 in the South. That's it. So if it happens, you're going to have to travel. So the cost of going is just going to be, even if the tickets are reasonably priced, let's say that they're $100 a ticket, which I would say in 2024 terms, if they can pull it off for $100 a ticket, that's pretty reasonable. I think it's pretty easy for a 17-year-old to come up on $100 these days. $100 isn't worth what it used to be. I'd say that $100 today or like $80 today is probably the equivalent of what a $35, $40 ticket would have been in 98, 99. So let's say it's $100 for a ticket, right? You're like, oh, I can afford that. I can make that happen. All right. Then you got food. If it's Live Nation, the tickets almost certainly won't be $100. I'm thinking they'll probably be somewhere around two to three minimum, like for general admission. But let's just say it was $100. Okay, so now you have to travel. So you have to, let's say, either rent a car or drive your own. So let's just say it's going to be another $100 to $150 to travel there just on gas or car rental. So now you're down like a couple $100. Hotel, another $100 per day. Let's say it's a 2-day fest and not a 1-day fest. Now you got 2 days worth of hotels, 2 days worth of car rentals, 2 days worth of gas. I just don't see how they can make this work for the kids. This is supposed to be for the kids. The Warped Tour isn't for me and you. I can afford to go when we were young. I just don't want to go. I'm just saying it's not exactly a DIY. Well, it's never. Yeah, nobody ever said it was a DIY event, but it's the Vans Warped Tour in '98 to 2005, maybe even 2008 or 9 is like vastly different than when we were young. Okay, like stop being a douche, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah, but it's being backed by that company, and it was still a good grassroots festival, man. It was still affordable. It was still punk rock, dude. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You just want to get on here and argue, which is fine. We do this all the time. I still love you in the gayest way possible, but no need to get on here and do that. It's like a $2,000 trip. Exactly. That's exactly what would happen. I just don't see how they can make this happen and do it in a way that's affordable for the youth, sustainable. Without, I don't think it's going to make any money unless they do it in a way that we all don't like. I know that, it's crazy, dude. Like, oh, I need to hit up old buddy with the Templars. Yeah, I got some crazy interviews coming. But like, I don't know, man. I'm just a little worried that we're going to get on. Dude, the lineups used to be amazing, Dave. You know that. We used to go, like, all the way up to, like, let's say, like, 2005, probably. So are you what? Oh, I'm very gay. I'm so gay that I got, like, wives and kids and shit. Wives? Kids and a wife and shit. I'm deep in that closet, buddy. Deep in that closet. People are going to watch this and be like, what's up with this old guy? He's weird. Warped Tour was fun. What? I can't read the rest of your thing because the stupid heart thing is blocking it. Oh, fun. Free. What? Free Yoo-Hoo. Oh, free Yoo-Hoo. Dude, I forgot about that. The Warped Tour used to have free Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo's delicious. Terrible for you, but it's delicious. Let's make no mistake, man. It is good stuff. It's chocolate drink. It's just like chocolate powder. I'm gay for Joan Jett. I'm gay for Joan Jett too, bro. Who wouldn't be gay for Joan Jett? What kind of straight person would do that? What? No. I'm very gay for Joan Jett. She would kick the shit out of all of us probably. Okay, let's talk about like what we want out of a Warped Tour. So if a Warped Tour comes, let's say that a Warped Tour happens. Let's say it's somewhere close to your city. Let's say that you can afford to go. All things that I find highly unlikely. But let's say it happens anyways. What bands do you want to go and play? Like or go see play at the Warped Tour? I would like a mix of old school and new school because here's the thing. I stopped going in like 2005 because all these like I don't know what to call them. Like emo, screamo, metalcore bands started playing. I don't like that music, like at all. But I understand that it's kind of, that's the bigger stuff, I would think, right? So I expect a certain amount of that to be there. That being said, if there can be like a good 25 bands and a good 10 of them are good bands that I want to see and the other 15 are bands that everybody could be involved with, right? I'm cool with going and seeing half the lineup. I'm good with that. I don't know how likely it is. George says, I just hope that if it happens, they try to promote some new upcoming bands. I would say that they'll always have a side stage. I can't imagine they wouldn't do that. Derek Perry says, I can't watch a festival of just new bands. I'm very, no thank you. Aaron Ruiz is over here wishing and hoping. He says, Guttermouth, Vandals, Morning Noise. Yeah, I doubt any of those bands would have. Amyl and the Sniffers would be a smart choice, says Derek Perry. Sure, but I think that they're already too big because they're not really like a punk band. They're like a rock and roll band that's like famous. Aren't they? I don't consider them like a punk band. Like they're like a big giant arena rock band, aren't they? They don't play like clubs, do they? Maybe I'm tripping. They might play clubs, but I can't imagine they do. They don't play anything smaller than what Rancid would play, do they? I think Amyl and the Sniffers would be, I don't know. They wouldn't be able to headline those. They're not big enough, but they're probably big enough to cost a lot. I would be cool with that, though. I would love to see Amyl play. I would love to see that band play live. Beautiful Planet says, I agree, George. Originally, a handful of newer, smaller bands were on Warped Tour, too. I can't imagine that they wouldn't do that. They would definitely have a local side stage. I'm certain of it. Bouncing Souls, yes. I saw them play probably 3 times at Warped Tour. They play at clubs, huh? Ammo and the Sniffers? Okay, that's cool. Davis C and Guttermouth and the Vandals tomorrow. Well, the Vandals suck, so that's fun. Have a good time. I saw them at a club of just 200 people. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. Corey Feldman. There we go. Let's go. Ammo's punk. I guess, sure. I don't know that I call it. I don't consider it punk. But whatever. You can call it whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Fucking. They're calling Olivia Rodrigo punk, so what do I know? That shit's wild, bro. I would like to see Rancid, of course, obviously. Let's see. So, okay, do you think they would have any chance to get, like, okay, here's the problem, though. If you have Blink-182 or Green Day play, which would be, like, the big two, or even, like, the Offspring, the ticket prices would be crazy. If Green Day or Blink plays, the ticket prices are going to be, we can't afford them. So, like, the big two are gone. Offspring might work. Pennywise would be a great choice. I would like to see Sublime play with Bradley Nowell's kid. That'd be cool. Transplants could be a cool way to get, like, Travis on board. Let's see, who else could play? Offspring would probably be a good choice because they're, like, still popular enough to do it, but they're not big as Green Day or Blink. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool to see the Boss Tones or Goldfinger. Well, neither of those bands are even playing together, so I don't think that's possible. The Defiant would probably play, though. I'd be super down for that. Dropkick Murphys might be able to do it. I'm trying to think of bands that would actually bring a crowd, though. Like, any old ska bands? Streetlight Manifesto. Dude, as I say that, yeah, dude, that would be tight. Catbite would be a good one. They're getting pretty big. Let's see. There'd be a lot of that stuff off of Bad Time Records. Whatever says, screw Travis Barker dominating punk with the Kardashians. Sure, I'm just trying to figure out a way to make this a successful tour. But yeah, whatever. See what I did there? Also, Travis Barker is not punk rock, okay? He likes some punk rock music, but he's a rich guy. Whatever, dude, more power to him. I'm glad he's a rich guy. Good for him. Streetlight is incredible live. They're very good. Flogging Molly, it's a good choice. I saw them on the Warped Tour, I think. I know I saw them in Houston a few times. But yeah, I don't know that this couldn't be it would be a freaking disaster. I guess bands like Knock Loose might be playing. What do you think about hardcore bands? I don't even think they're a hardcore band. They're a metal band, though, dude. Like, Knock Loose is not a hardcore band. I want to see stuff like Strange Joy and Juicebox from Houston play. The Boss Tones are not touring. No. The Boss Tones have broken up. They broke up years ago. Like 3 or 4 years ago. That's why he started the Defiant. The Chats would be a good one. That's a good band to play. To do. That's a good punk band to like. That's like actually like doesn't give a shit. Would probably do it. Play on a smaller stage. Have a good time. Put on a good show every night. That would be a good one. The Chats would be one that people remember later. Ammo would be one like that too. I think Ammo and the Sniffers and the Chats could start this. Lineup. Okay, let's build a lineup. Okay, let's go. Okay. So at the very top, I don't really know yet, but somewhere Drain would probably be a good one. I'm gonna put Drain towards the top because I don't like that band, but they're popular, and they would be a like more of a headliner, right? So let's put Drain right beneath Drain. I'm gonna put Ammo, but down in the middle towards the bottom, I'm gonna put the Chats. I'm gonna put Offspring at the top just because I think it's a doable thing. Green Day, Blink, I'm going to put at the top as well, but I just think that prices a lot of people out. So at the top, I have Offspring, Green Day, Blink-182 at varying prices, right? So I think Offspring would be the smarter one. You haven't heard the Defiant. Oh, man, what? The Defiant's so good. Bro, what? You haven't heard of Defiant? I've covered them so much on this channel, and I had like 3 of their members on the show. Tiger Army, I don't think that they're playing anymore either. They might do it for a Warped Tour, though. Okay, so we got bands I think would make a good one would be The Offspring, Drain, Ammo and the Sniffers, The Chats. What are some other, like, What are some like bigger pop punk bands that aren't super super famous though? That are like modern pop punk bands, bands that I wouldn't necessarily like. Is Newfound Glory still playing? It'd be cool to see Homefront and the Chisel on the new Warped Tour. Yeah, but those are bands. Those are too underground, man. I don't think those bands would play the Warped Tour, and if they did, they'd be way at the bottom, and we'd have to see them at like noon. I agree. I would love to see the Chisel and Homefront play. But like Monday night, I'm going to see Liberty and Justice, and they're playing with Reeks. Bro, that's a Monday night show. Like, it's just not... Excuse me, sorry. Not big on them, but Turnstile. Oh, I hate that band, but you're right. You're coming with all the shit bands I hate, dude. Ugh. But yeah, I think you're probably right. Let's say that Turnstile would be up there with Drain, probably. Like, as far as, like, that's where they would fit on the bill. So the top of the bill could be, like, Offspring, Drain, Turnstile, and Emil and the Sniffers. That would get a crowd, I think. Right? What do y'all think? Yeah, I think that would bring a crowd. We could do the chats. Let's see. Bad Religion would probably do it. So then you'd have Bad Religion. Let's say Bad Religion, Pennywise. Pennywise would always do something like that. What about Joyce Manor? That'll be... Joyce Manor would be up there with the chats, though. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be down with that. Who else is playing that? Okay. I am gonna put the Chisel and Homefront. I think the Chisel's probably the bigger band. I don't think either of those would fit the Warped Tour, though, man. I love those bands, and I would love to see them play, but I don't think they would do Warped Tour. I don't think they're big enough yet. Maybe they would. I don't know. They might do... Incendiary. Ugh, man, all these metal bands, dude. You're playing dude, you must be like a metalcore guy. My man, Derek. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, broski doski. Let's see here. 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm still thinking of other bands. Incendiary, they might do it. Let's see. They would be below Pennywise, though. This is a pretty eclectic mix of bands, though. We need a couple of pop punk bands. So we have like Offspring, Turnstile, Drain, Emil and the Sniffers, Bad Religion, Pennywise, Incendiary, Joyce Manor, the Chats. Would the Casualties do it, you think? The Casualties would probably do it. They'd be up there with like Incendiary, I would think. Oh, it's all good, Derek. I'm not even tripping, brother. You know that, man. I appreciate you, though. I wasn't gonna bother you about that, dude, ever. I would never do that. I would do it if it was Dave, but not if it's you. I don't think Goldfinger's playing anymore, are they? I thought Goldfinger was broke up. Brother, you know that, man. Yeah, I was pretty sure that Goldfinger broke up, but if Goldfinger's still around, hey guys, give us a like if you haven't done it yet, man. Come on. It's free. I need it. Alright, sorry. I'm trying to get this thing. I wanted to be able to type on the live chat, but it's not going to let me, I don't think. I don't understand why it won't let me do it. I think it's because of the software I'm using. Who knows? Let's see here. But, okay, so right now I've got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bands going. We need about 20 bands, though. Save Ferris is doing stuff again. I just got a Save Ferris CD the other day. I like Save Ferris. Audio Karate, but dude, like nobody's listening to Audio Karate. Are they? Let's see. I'm thinking like Modern Baseball and State Champs, all these bands that I don't like. State Champs would be a good one. Are they still playing? I don't listen to that shit, so I have no idea. All right, let me look at my... Oh, dude. From Austin, Texas, dude. Dropped Out would be a good one. Oh, dude, you know who would be really good for the Warp Tour would be Scooped Up. I'm gonna put them down at the bottom because they're not super big yet, but like Scooped Up should play the Warp Tour. If you want Blink 182 without getting Blink 182, get Scooped Up. And then if you did Scooped Up and Offspring as like the bookends, that's a great pop punk bookend right there. I'm thinking like Catbite should play. Oh, dude, we're building this lineup. Oh, what's that other ska band that played with not oh man, Against All Authority maybe? Suicide Machines maybe? Suicide Machines would be up there with probably Joyce Manor at least. And then also Streetlight Manifesto. Okay. All right, I'm building us a lineup, guys. This is getting there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bands. We need a handful more, and we got us a Warped Tour lineup 2025. So I'm going, if we want affordable, we go with Offspring. If we want it to be ridiculous, we go with Green Day or Blink. I would prefer affordable, personally. So we go with, and if it's 2025, Rancid might be doing an Out Come the Wolves thing. 30th anniversary, no? MXPX. That's actually a really great, yes. MXPX. Yep, that was a great one. So far we've got Scooped Up could open the show, Catbite, then the Chats, Joyce Manor, Streetlight Manifesto, Suicide Machines, Incendiary, The Casualties, Pennywise, MXPX, Bad Religion, Amyl and the Sniffers, Drain, Turnstile, and The Offspring. That's not a bad lineup. I think we could get that for an affordable price. I think we could get that for a reasonable price. What do you think? That's not bad, dudes. All right, let's add a couple more smaller bands. Now we have to go smaller bands, though. So it's essentially been announced. Okay, so Masked Intruder. Oh, dude, that's a great one. Yeah, that would be awesome. Jerry Other is doing. I think that he's too expensive though, man. We got to keep this affordable so people can, afford to go. For newer ska, I'd say Death of Guitar Pop. I've never even heard of them before. RS70's asking if it's been officially announced. So, okay. Alkaline Trio would be up there with Amyl, Turnstile probably. You know what? That's actually not bad. I think that could still be affordable because I went and saw them and it was only like $30. Okay. We're building this. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We only need a couple more bands and we're there. We're there with the lineup. 2025 Warped Tour. It's official. We've done it. We figured it out. The 2025 Warped Tour lineup. Okay, so to answer your question about the Warped Tour thing, whether it's been officially announced, it's on Loudwire that it's going to be a series of dates, and it's being backed by freaking who's the one that are the big people that do all the Live Nation. Good grief, dude. It's going to be a Live Nation thing. You've requested a Death of Guitar Pop on my stream. Oh, dude, I can't remember everything you request on my stream, bro. Wish I could. Shoot. Oh, I don't remember them ever having anything like The Damned on there, did they? Maybe. So we have, at this point, somebody super old school would be The Offspring. Sorry to say it, but that's accurate. Bad Religion would qualify for that. Let's see, this is actually a pretty solid lineup. Even with like Incendiary, Drain, Turnstile, I'd still go see this. This would pull in some people, man. This would be a great lineup. I want like one more like really street punk band on here. What if they could get like maybe like Rotten Stitches, because they're like super super street punk. Yeah, that's the issue, is that Live Nation's, that was my whole problem with when I said at the beginning of the stream, is that like Live Nation, if they're in charge of this, dude, we're gonna be priced out of going. The Warped Tour days of having like $50 tickets or less, because I went and it was $28 when I used to go. I think the first one I went to was $25 plus a $3 fee. It was $28 total. And I remember that number because my mom was so shocked that I could do so much stuff for less than $30. And that was in the 90s when $30 was still a relatively large amount of money. But she was like, "Man, you're gonna do all this for $30?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give me a couple dollars for some food." And I had a job, so I took my check with me and went and picked up a couple shirts and stuff. And yeah, man, Warped Tour was very very fun back then. A lot of fun. Yo, what about like a band like Comeback? What about Terror? Terror would work on this. That would get some hardcore kids out. I was thinking Comeback Kid, but I don't know are they still doing? Yeah, they're doing stuff. They just had a new record come out. Okay, so this is a pretty good mix of music. What about oh, dude, I got it. Yep, I got it. Because they put on a great show. Okay. Here is the 2025 Warped Tour lineup, based on what you guys and I like. Let's see. Beautiful Planet says, "I fear this will turn into a dumb nostalgia sell for those that can afford it." But oh, that's exactly what it's going to be. That's why I'm doing this stream. I'm kind of irritated that they're even bringing it back. I don't think we need this. That's why in the thumbnail it says, "Do we want this?" I don't think we do. I don't. I'm not going to go unless the Rancid's playing, and even then I'm not going to enjoy it probably. But if this lineup was happening, if this was the lineup to the 2025 Warped Tour, I would go. Scooped Up, Catbite, Teenage Bottle Rocket, The Chats, Masked Intruder, Joyce Manor, Suicide Machines, Streetlight Manifesto, Incendiary, The Casualties, Terror, Pennywise, MXPX, Comeback Kid, Bad Religion, Amyl and the Sniffers, Drain, Turnstile, and The Offspring. That is worth a couple $100, I would say. I would go to that for $200. Because you're getting to see a bunch of bands that you'd pay $30 to see. I would do that. Yeah, I know we can always hope a little bit. That's what we're doing. We're building up a fictitious lineup. And if you really... Okay, so if you want it to be like $150 tickets, you do it with The Offspring. If you want it to be $250 tickets, you do it with Green Day or Blink. Actually, that'd probably be even more. Dude, can you imagine that? Offspring, Alkaline Trio, Drain, Turnstile, Amyl and the Sniffers, Bad Religion, MXPX, Pennywise, Comeback Kid, Incendiary, Casualties, Terror, Joyce Manor, Suicide Machine, Streetlight Manifesto, The Chats, Masked Intruder, Teenage Bottle Rocket, Catbite, and Scooped Up. That would be amazing. I'm not gonna even front, bro. If that was a lineup, I would go. And I think that's a doable lineup. That's a reasonably... I think that's something that you could actually put together and still be able to make it where people could afford it. I think Green Day and Blink are out of the question, but I don't think that you need those bands to make this fun. I don't even care about those bands, to be honest. I don't want to see Green Day again, ever in my life. Blink, most of their music I don't care about either, so I don't care about Blink. Offspring's got more songs that I like than Blink-182 does. Maybe not as many, but the same amount. I mean, maybe not more, but the same amount. And it wouldn't cost near as much. Hell, dude, put the Defiant on here somewhere. That'd be awesome. You know what? Yeah, add the Defiant. Why not? I would love to see the Defiant play. Boy, that is a lineup right there. This rivals some stuff you had seen back in the day. Although all the modern pop punk kids would be pissed. Because I'm old and I didn't put none of that shit on here. We had no values. We already paid $200 to see Warped Tour this summer. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what that was, huh? How was No Values? Was it... You know what? Let me look that up real quick. How did No Values do comparatively? I think Robbie Bloodshed should be in the lineup. That band is great. Yeah, make your own lineup, dude. Send it to me. I don't know them, so I'm not gonna put them on there. What was that called again? No values. Was No Values a tour, or was it just a one fest? No Values might be why they were doing. Oh shit. Okay, so they had Agent Orange, Bad Religion, Black Flag, Ceremony, Cro-Mags, Fear. I didn't even think about these bands. Fishbone, Hepcat, Fiddler, Iggy Pop, Joyce Manor, Power Trip. Oh damn, Power Trip would have been good. Scowl, Shattered Faith, Social D, Sublime, Steve Ignorant. Yeah, but most of these bands I couldn't. I don't care. The Bronx would be a good one. Adolescence, Exploited, Dillinger Escape Plan, Jesus Lizard. Ugh. Lawrence Arms would have been good. The Selector, Original Misfits. Yeah, that was a ridiculous lineup. Good grief. Turnstile, Vandals. That's a ridiculous lineup. Was that a freaking tour? Oh man, if AFI did it and played the new stuff, I would leave. Huh. For $200, that lineup seems pretty reasonable, honestly. $200 for that? That's crazy. That's a lot of bands. That's a lot of like legendary bands, dude. For $200 to see all that? I don't know, man. I don't think that's bad. I do think that the Warped Tour had it done right, though. They had their whole idea was value. But like, dude, I don't think that for $200, this is a crazy lineup, dude. I mean, I don't really care about Steve Ignorant personally, but yeah, that's cool. You went to No Values. It was cool. The Damned, Morning Noise, Misfits were great. Yeah. Other than Misfits, I really liked. What was your beef with the Misfits? Misfits played really good in Austin. They played really, really well. I was like actually incredibly surprised. Okay, so Warped Tour 2025. Is it going to happen? It looks like it's going to. Do we care? I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Do you care if the Warped Tour happens? I don't know that I do. Makes me sad saying it, honestly. Makes me sad saying it out loud. I don't know that I care. I don't know that I need it. I don't know that I want it. It's fun to talk about, though. I think that would be a cool lineup. All right, here's my lineup for the Warped Tour 2025. I'm going to stick with it. These are bands I would like to see. This is people I would pay to see. This is something I would pay $100 or more to see. You started off with bands like Scooped Up, Catbite, Teenage Bottle Rocket, The Defiant, Masked Intruder, The Chats, Joyce Manor, Suicide Machine, Streetlight Manifesto, Terror, The Casualties, Incendiary, Pennywise, MXPX, Comeback Kid, Bad Religion, Amyl and the Sniffers, Drain, Turnstile, and The Offspring with Alkaline Trio. Bro, are you kidding me? That would be amazing. You just posted it on Discord? Hold on. This is tomorrow? Punk in the Park, Alkaline Trio, The Vandals, Dead Kennedys, Black Flag, The Bronx, TSOL, The Casualties, Swingin' Utters, Teenage Bottle Rocket, Guttermouth, Against All Authorities, Dwarves, Down by Law, Slaughterhouse, 430 Steps, Suck Brick Kid. How much was that to go, Dave? Lowercase says, in a single day event, and I believe they already said they're doing it again next year, and that was the justification heard in the one that I made, but $200 for a day is pricey. I paid that much. OBR, I didn't think they played great, but it's just my opinion. Oh, well, they played really well in Austin. $200 for a day isn't pricey if you're getting all that out of it. Like, if you go and you get 25 like legendary bands and you don't think that they're worth paying $200, do the math, man. Divide that up. That's $4 a band. You don't think $4 a band is worth it? You wouldn't pay $4 to see one of those bands play? If you go, you bring hella sunblock. Facts. Dave, how much is that show you're going to tomorrow? Because that's a crazy lineup, bro. Punk in the Park, that's nuts. I should have flown out there for that. I can't imagine saying that $4 a band is too much for a lineup like that. Like, I would pay, you know, let's see, for the lineup that I came up with, I'd pay $100 and $150, no problem. $50 for that ticket. Are you serious? That's incredible. Damn. That's awesome, dude. PBR. I don't know what you're saying. But, I mean, you know, to each his own. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. I'm certainly not going to judge you for not wanting to spend $200. Oh, punk rock bowling. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a debatable topic. I think I think it could be cheaper. That's for sure. But I don't think $200 is. I didn't say you saw all the bands. I'm saying you're paying $4 per band. That's all I was saying. Is you paying $4 per band and you don't think they're worth that much money? Whether you see them or not, you don't think their time's worth $4? I do. You know, but whatever though. It's not. I'm not going to argue about it. I think the bands are working really hard. They deserve the money. You know, you think that they're out there getting discounts on groceries? I don't. Do you think they're getting discounts on gasoline? I don't. So, with that being said, if you want to go to a thing like that has all those bands in one place, you're going to pay a lot for it. I mean, is it worse to pay $200 for all those bands, or I just paid $110 to see Green Day and Rancid? Like, is that better? I don't think so. I think what you got was a much better value. So, you know, but, you know, anyways, it's a good topic, a good thing to talk about. Oh, it is Friday the 13th. Hell yeah, man. Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go make myself some lunch. I gotta get ready for work because, you know, growing up stuff sucks. But I had a fun time talking with you guys about this. Please let me know in the comments what bands you want to see at the Warped Tour next year. How much should a ticket cost if there's, let's say, at least 20 good bands? And do you think it's going to be a traveling festival, or is it going to be like 6 or 7 dates? I think it's going to be somewhere around 6, 7, 8 dates. 2 in the West Coast, 2 in the Midwest, 2 on the East Coast, 1 or 2 at the bottom down here in the South. You're going to have to travel. I don't think it'll be worth it. If you have to travel, it's not. I mean, it's going to have to be a spectacular thing for me to travel to go see it. And it might turn out to be. I don't know. It is yet to be seen and to be determined. So have a great day, everybody. With inflation of 20 years, it's not over the top, but it's still a lot of money. What are we supposed to show for broke punk kids? But with 20 years of inflation, it's probably fairish. Well, I mean, it's not built for broke punk kids. It's built for suburban kids. That's the broke punk kid thing. Is the broke punk kids wouldn't want to go see a show like that. You got to think about who you're talking about. Broke punk kids wouldn't go see a show like that. Broke punk kids don't care about those bands. Broke punk kids care about like house shows and shit. So I mean, and yeah, I know a lot of broke punk kids that can come up with $200. They may not be able to go get merch and shit, but they can get the ticket. But yeah, I see your point, and I do agree with it. It is kind of expensive, but I just see it from both sides. I see it like it's expensive, but like the bands deserve the money. It's a really weird conversation. I think tours like that need to be willing to break even and not necessarily make money and bank on the exposure, making the money in the future. But you know, that's not really how they operate, I guess. And they probably should. What's up, Megan? We're about to get out of here. Sorry you're here a little late today. I'm so sorry. Warped Tour 2025. What bands do you want to see? What kind of ticket prices are you looking for? I think it's going to be a 6 to 8 date thing. It's going to be very expensive, and I probably won't go. So they would have to have an amazing lineup. Megan, this is our lineup that we came up with. Mostly my bands because I'm the one hosting the show. But what do you think about this lineup for 2025? The Offspring, Drain, Turnstile, Alkaline Trio, Amyl and the Sniffers, Bad Religion, Pennywise, MXPX, Comeback Kid, Incendiary, The Casualties, Terror, Joyce Manor, Suicide Machines, Streetlight Manifesto, The Chats, Masked Intruder, The Defiant, Teenage Bottle Rocket, Catbite, and Scooped Up. That would be awesome. We go to whatever shows we can. What does that mean? The bands deserve the money. Live Nation doesn't. That's the issue. Is if it's a bunch of money, a lot of it's going to Live Nation, and I don't like that. I think based on the fact that it's Live Nation, I'll probably have to boycott it. And I go to Live Nation shows occasionally. I hate that I do, but sometimes you have to. But on a show like that, I'm not going to go if it's Live Nation. That's a good point. That's a really, really good point. And on that point, I'm going to go grab myself a steak. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. Y'all have a great day, man. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. If you need something from me, you know how to get in touch with me. If you want, my Patreon's in the description. You get input on the channel. You get unedited, exclusive video content, but you also get an exclusive Discord, and that's very important to know because the Discord is a lot of fun, and you can only get there if you're a Patreon member. mainly because I don't want to have 500 people that I don't know talking to me all day because I'm very active in it. So if you want to be part of that little group, cool. If not, no worries. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your view, your time, your click, your sub, your like, your everything, even your hate.